What's going on, everyone? In this video I'm going to take you guys through one or two setups from today. All right, so let's take a look at the NFP setup, which I have to be completely transparent. The algorithm before NFP gave me sells, which was the case, right? But unfortunately, of course, NFP came as a surprise, and then the sentiment quickly shifted to bullish, right? So having said that, I lost quite a bit of money on NFP because of my preconceived notion. I traded before the time by which I should be trading, shit like that. Now, as you can see, I have opened up TradeEasy, and what you can see right now is the current risk sentiment across all assets, right? Euro, GBP, USD, JPY, NZD, USD, GBP, JPY. We have commodities right now. Gold is being evaluated as bearish. Global equities, including NASDAQ, has been evaluated to be bearish as well. Now, I've also gone ahead and incorporated a fun feature whereby if you are interested in backtesting, right, and this is going to be especially useful for all of you guys who join TradeEasy, who join the platform when I make it public and readily available for everyone. You can choose a date, you can choose the time by which the schedule was running. For example, PM, lunch hour. If you load the historical data from lunch hour, you can see the sentiment that was there. For example, let's take into account commodities. Gold was bullish during the lunch hour. So if gold was bullish during the lunch hour, then there was a lunch hour buy. And as you can see here, lunch hour buy. All right, it's a very small one because the buy is basically done, right? Now, if you go back and if you take a look at the current sentiment, which is this, right? You can see that the current sentiment, risk off, overall risk off, okay, that's cool. Everything can build up, hit a key level, and then go in the way in which they have to go. But right now, commodities wise, this gold is bearish. So I'm looking for gold bearish setups, even though it's a small scalp, right? And if you take into account stuff like NASDAQ is bearish as well. So if you go and take a look at NASDAQ, right? So on NASDAQ right now, if the bias is bearish and it was released at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also if you consider the lunch hour timing, if you consider the lunch hour sentiment that was given, you will see that the lunch hour sentiment was indeed bearish as well. Global equities, bearish. So the lunch hour sell was indeed completely valid. All right, so now let me take you guys through NASDAQ and how you could have caught this lunch hour sell using TradeEasy. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of ease, I'm going to take a screenshot here, lunch hour sentiment. We'll take a screenshot, we'll copy, and let's paste it over here, right? So now you know exactly what we are working with. Cool. Now, what can we see? We can see that price has gone and broken lows. And what do you guys know about my model number 3? My model number 3 is essentially when price does what? Has a mitigation, right? So in this case, what's the mitigation? Here it is, right? Our mitigation is basically there, close below that low, and this is our model number 3 gap, right? So this is your model number 3 gap. So if you know that this is your model number 3 gap, you're going to highlight the gap and you're going to focus on the 50% of the gap. And when you focus on that 50% of the gap, what you're going to do is you're going to keep your sell limit just below the 50%. Keep your stop loss above this or at the 75% region in case it comes for the order block, right? So what I'll do is I will do this, and if I lose, I'll do this. Okay, so for now I'll do this. Now, what's my take profit going to look like? Well, as you guys know, I use my N30 standard deviations. That is going to be the manipulated range from here. I'm going to select 3 standard deviations. Now if I chose this range, which is completely valid by the way, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep my TP here. Alright, so we can keep this and I can send it over to you guys in the public Telegram group just to show you guys exactly how it panned out. Alright, now I see a lot of people went long over here and they got, of course they got stopped out now. Well, that's because they are not using TradeEasy. Alright, alright, now if you take a look at gold, we can see gold right now. We saw that gold was bearish. We got the bearish sentiment. And given that we got the bearish sentiment, what are we looking at? So right now, we are looking at price basically breaking the low. We have a model number 3 scenario over here, and in case price decides to go just a bit higher, we have this right here to account for a potential, gold is basically time is basically up for the day for its trading, but because it's Friday, sometimes it wiggles around and makes an expansive move. So I'm looking for possibly something like this, but there's a good chance that it will break. Now that's quite a safe analysis to say that, Sean, you're choosing either, man, come on, choose one direction. Well, if I had to choose one direction, maybe I'm choosing down, because TradeEasy told me that based on all available news information from all around the world, from its scan of data, it is bearish. Now, of course, if it breaks higher, I will look for buys, but for the time being, I look for sells. Alright, so this, guys, is how I use TradeEasy today, and it is how I have been using TradeEasy over the past few days. Same with the beta testers. Alright, so if you guys are interested in the beta testing phase, be sure to comment down TradeEasy below, because and again, remember, the beta testing is free. Nothing is paid yet. Alright, so the more of you guys that are there in the beta testing phase, the more of you guys are gonna get a freaking 30% discount when this shit goes live. Alright, so comment down TradeEasy and send me a message on Telegram, Sean Trades FX. I'll see you on the inside. Good luck and good trading. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.